So, I was thinking, I like to write, and I like to call myself a feminist, but I was looking at the novel I'm currently working on, and I don't think I passed the Bechdel test. You know, where the only criteria are 1, have at least 2 named women, and 2, have them have a conversation about something other than men. And I mean, I have more than 2 female characters, but I've got a lot of secondary characters who are guys. And the men are in most conversations because I love their characters and how they talk and how they interact with my female characters. And there are definitely conversations just between female characters, but there's always one little slip of a male name or pronoun. The story's about a 15-year-old whose father is arrested in front of her. Of course she's worried about him. She loves him. Does that make it any less feminist to have a character worried about her family? Does it change the test if her father is canonically trans? Probably not, because he's a man, but what I'm saying is I've got some problems with the Bechdel. I appreciate it, but there have to be other ways to measure these things. And I'm not the only one who's struggling with alternatives. Have you heard of the Mako-Mori test? It's named after a character in Pacific Rim, which was a surprisingly quality film. Mako-Mori is basically the only woman in it, and even though she's not the main character, it's hard to argue she isn't a strong presence in the film. The Mako-Mori test says that 1, there must be at least 1 prominent female figure, who 2, has her own narrative arc, that 3, does not simply exist to support a man's story. I passed the Mako-Mori test. Oh, and I'd pass the Toriel test. All you've got to do for that is have a female character who's good at her job. Or the Furiosa test, from Mad Max Fury Road, which was awesome. I'm not actually sure if that passes the Bechdel test, because all but one of the women are running for their lives from their abusive cult of personality husband or whatever, and who wouldn't talk about that? But if you tell me that film isn't feminist, then you need to get out from under that rock you're living under. All the Furiosa test is, you pass it if your work gets boycotted by misogynists. I don't think I'm that radical, but maybe someday. Maybe someday. So I don't know. Can I be a feminist author even if I don't pass all these tests? I mean, tests are like rules, right? They were made to be broken and proven wrong. What do you think?